Hello and a very warm welcome to this hot and humid Jalan Besar Stadium. This Sunday evening we see Balestier Khalsa take on Brunei DPMM. Something of a mid-table clash, this one, as we come towards the last few weeks of the 2024-25 season, which has been wrapped up effectively after the results last night. Didn't matter that BG Tampines Rovers beat Young Lions 2-0, because with Lion City Sailors 1-0 victory over Tanjung Pagar United, that confirmed them as the champions of this campaign, their second ever in their short history. At the same time as this match, Geylang International will be taking on Albrechts Negata at our Tampines Hub. We'll keep you abreast of what is going on over there. To the table to show you how everything stacks up at the moment. And in this particular match, well, it's an opportunity here perhaps to confirm fourth place for Balestier Khalsa with a win, their superior goal difference to Albrechts Negata. DPMM, if they win here tonight, they narrow the gap to just 3 points to fourth. Or 4 points. Let's now get the thoughts of the coaches ahead of kickoff.
Hi Peter, you've built yourself some nice bit of momentum. You know, the win tonight might seal you fourth in the league. Is that on your mind at all going into today?
No, not really. The things that are on our mind is how we want to play, and we want to do well. Again, we focus on the things that we can control, and yeah, the better we do that, then things will fall into place, right? We focus on the process, and then are confident that the result will follow, but not the other way around.
And you know, we've got some good news, you know, having Masa's suspension rescinded. How else will you be setting up the team?
Well, it's going to be quite similar as to last game. So happy that the suspension or the red card from Masa was rescinded. I think he deserved that. He definitely has a track record of behavior like that. And I don't think he's ever got red carded in his life. And yeah, I would have hated to see the season going for him going that way, and you know, having to watch his teammates on the stand. He didn't deserve that, and luckily, you know, FES had another look at that, or the referees committee, and came to the same conclusion. So happy for Masa, and it's good to have him.
Hi Jamie, 6 games unbeaten in the league, 3 wins on the bounce. What have you done to keep the momentum rolling into this one?
Just hard work. The players have been working extremely hard, training well, and then they've been transferring into games. Obviously need a little bit of luck, scoring goals at the right time. But I think defensively, we've worked hard as a unit and been very hard to beat and not conceded many goals.
And Balestier also with good momentum. How does DPMM plan to be the unstoppable force that moves the immovable object in Balestier Khalsa?
Yeah, it's an exciting game. 2 teams in form, so looking forward to the challenge.
And tight battle for fourth in the table. You know, how do you want to finish the season despite, you know, the rumours surrounding the club's future in SPL?
Yeah, we want to finish as high as possible. We want to finish the last 5, maybe 6 games strongly. So 3 league games and obviously the 2 semi-finals. But we focus on the next game. That's the most important, and that's tonight against a very good Balestier team. So hopefully an entertaining game. Hopefully one we get a positive result from.
Thanks very much there to Peter Drew first of Balestier Khalsa, and then James McAllister of Brunei DPMM. Want to get the thoughts of my fellow commentator here with me, Shasi Kumar, ahead of kickoff. Shasi, still points to go for. Last few games of the season, Brunei DPMM still in the cup, and they're firing in the league at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 wins out of 6. And actually, Balestier Khalsa, they are in good form as well. 4 wins as well in 6. So both teams right on form on a very, very hot Sunday afternoon. Yeah. And it's good that they are watering the pitch as well as we speak. And it's only fair that the players have got the best pitch in Singapore at the moment, I have to say. Yes. And yeah, it's all to play for, especially for DPMM. A couple of wins here, and they could go to 4th.
What about the fact that Balestier Khalsa as well, that result that kind of spoiled the party a little bit for the neutrals who wanted this league to go just a little bit further. They conjured up a win against BG Tampines Rovers and did it with 10 men for about, what, half an hour. I think many people feel justice has been served, that Sugita's red card has been rescinded. Yeah,
absolutely. And to play so long and to hold on against a very strong BG side, that speaks volumes about the resilience of this Balestier side. But we're still trying to understand how Sugita was red carded after going through the process of first the referee and then the VAR, and then they still made that wrong decision. But anyway, that's something for a different day. But it's good that Peter De Roo has said that Sugita is back in the side. He's very important to the side, and yeah, it's very good for Balestier.
Well, with the uptick in form, Shasi mentioned 4 wins and 6. It's also 6 unbeaten in the league itself. That's in all competitions. They suddenly have turned around. Mohammad Taki in charge, Abdul Hanan, Justin Chow as assistants, Clarence Liao is the 4th official. Let's have a look at VAR as well today. And of course, here we have Zulfikar Mustafa and Manoj Kalwani. Yeah, I mean, look, they are hitting form at the right time, Shasi, and if all the stories are to be believed, we'll return to that shortly as we look at the starting 11 here for Balestier Khalsa. That win over BG Tampines Rovers sees them bolstered, actually. The change, Jared Gallagher comes into the starting lineup. He's been very much at the forefront of things for many people, and he replaces Fudil Iyad in the starting 11. That's the one and only change. Not exactly like for like. We shall see what that means for them. As for DPMM, Peter De Roo feels you could sense the injustice there, right? when he talked about that red card.
Yeah, you talk about it's rescinded, so it's all good. But just imagine if the game had turned out the other way, if Balestier had lost that game. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. You can't change the result of that game, by the way. So, and this is the DPMM lineup.
Well, we look at the changes that they've had to make. They had a 2-1 win over Tanjung Pagar last time out. They'll be absolutely delighted to have Miguel Oliveira and Fashad Noor, the 2 foreign signings who are in. And Nazruddin Ismail is out. He's on the bench. Hakimi Yazid played in the last game. Of course, he's only playing home games, and he is not allowed to play in Singapore. Also continuing the injury there for Christian Namovsky. That's a massive blow. Jaime Nyaring continues to deputise between the sticks, and that's huge, isn't it, for Jamie McAllister? You'll be hoping that Namovsky's back for the cup final.
Yeah, exactly. But having said that, I don't think Jaime Nyaring is a bad goalkeeper as well. I think he's been very, very good for them. So not really, not much of a problem there. But what I can say is, I think they'd be happy to have Miguel Oliveira back as well, because I think he was struggling a bit with injury as well. So that's good to see one of their top scorers together with the Cornex up top.
Well, given that we're talking about one of the informed teams in SPL against one of the teams that loves to play their football. We could be in for a real treat here.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's going to be, I feel, a good game. The only problem is probably the humidity and the heat here. It's been a really hot past couple of days.
This has been, actually, it's pretty tough up here, let alone down there.
Yeah.
It's not so much the heat, but as you say, the humidity is oppressive at the moment.
I must say that Balestier has got a very, very good record against this DPMM side. They've won the last 5, or they've won 5 of the last 6 league games against DPMM. And the last time DPMM last got a win was way back in September 2019 with a 4-1 win. So Peter Deru, 5 wins out of 6 as well for him. So I think they're on a very good run against this DPMM side.
I'll tell you what's interesting as well. DPMM go through these real extremes, don't they, Shasi? they have good spells and terrible long spells, and then in the middle of a good spell again. It's very, very up and down with them, isn't it?
Well, you can say the same about Balestier as well. You know,
that's very true.
Suddenly, you know, you just see them, and then they're flying right now. You know, and for a moment you think, where are they gonna? You know, when are they gonna turn the corner? Well, these two sides, they've turned a couple of corners in one season. You know, also 4 rounds. You know, in the season, so it's a long season.
Sure, doing that. I remember at one point, Shashi, we were looking at them potentially getting 3rd place, or aiming for 3rd. Yes, Masahiro Sugita will be delighted that he gets to play today. Fukushiro, he creates a bit of space, and that's straight at Jaime Nyaring.
That's good feet there by Fukushiro, as you would expect. Very skillful, and for a moment there you thought he lost the ball because the ball was stuck in between his feet, but you know, Fukushiro, very, very skillful player. He almost lost it, Yasugita, just toe poked it into space, and that's very good from Fukushiro, trying to get the better of Najib Tarif there.
First opportunity here for them to really put some pressure on that defense. Sherden can't get there. It's away by Fashad Noor. What a boost for them to have both Fashad and Miguel Oliveira back in, Shasi.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good call. I think they've been very, very good for the side. I say very good, very important as well.
Just bring in a step there, Riku Fukushira. Now Darren Tate, here's Sherdeng, who has really grown into this role, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. Sherdeng, don't think he started his tenure with Balestier very well, but you know, slowly getting the hang of things here as well. The pace, obviously, you know, as a new foreigner coming in, it's always going to be difficult. And DPMM trying to make difficult life for themselves there. He's just getting into trouble. Let's not forget, Sherdeng is only 19 years old rather.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. Such a young age, but he's already made an impression. That goes all the way back to Hafiz, who, by the way, played out of his skin against BG Tampines Rovers. Made some key saves in that match. And you're going to see perhaps a few of those kind of instances happening because he's quite happy to roam around, isn't he, Hafiz?
Yeah, you know, I think the way they play and he plays the game, always taking risk, pushing really high up. Oh, that's a poor ball from Fase.
Fase's given that away. Ikoni X, he's given up Miguel Oliveira. That's a quick shot, and just wondered whether he might have taken another touch. Straight at the keeper.
Fase very lucky there, and Ikoni X does well to just play the ball out wide to Oliveira. He just couldn't finish it with his first time effort.
Madu Mohana, there's Hafiz. Now going forward. Oh, that's just run out.
ball just zipped past Guarantee there. This was the opportunity for Oliveira. I think the ball from Econex wasn't the best. You know, it was in line with him instead of in front of him there. You just have to probably check back a little bit. Hence the proper a tame effort in the end from Oliveira.
Harith Kanadi tries to loft it into the area towards Korai Tanaka. There's Oliveira. Players swarming around him as soon as he got the ball. Now Alan Khalsa for Balestier Khalsa. Sugita, he's giving it away now. Here's Ikonieks, slips it through. Gabriel Gama bearing down a goal. Well, he stayed large for as long as possible. Hafiz Ahmad.
But at the moment, Balestier, the players are the makers of their own problems here at the moment. First was Fase and then Sugita, two of their best players in the side.
It's resulted in 2 opportunities. Here's Fase. Cuts inside. He's going to go for goal. There's a massively deflected shot there. Easy for Jaime Nyaring.
Yeah, deflection off Abdul Haris there. Does well to just track his runner. And this was the opportunity. Gama, I think he had no choice but to go for goal there. The support was a little bit too slow. Hafiz does well. Stick out his right foot.
Didn't want to go with his left foot, did he there, Gama? Which might have given him a bit more of an angle. Well, it's been a good pace, a good start to this game, as we suspected it would be.
I think Taki saw that as Tanaka just trying to play for the foul, for the free kick.
Miguel Oliveira. Now Fase, now when he gets going, he's very hard to stop. Except in those instances.
Yeah, easily stopped by Abdul Haris.
I will not say much more about that, but here he is again, an opportunity to redeem himself. And product is lacking.
There was a good advantage played by Taki. And here comes DPMM. It's played at a good intensity here of the game, good pace. Both sides going for it. Darante actually does so well to intercept that ball, and Hafiz.
I tell you what, he is such an enigma, this man, Hafiz Ahmad. You don't know what's going to happen next with him. Here's Anton Fase. He's waiting for some support. He didn't choose the Alan Khalsa option. And Khalsa is kind of looking away because he made a storming run into the box.
Yeah, this was the Darante interception, and then waited for Hafiz to come off his line.
How about
and this was brilliant, very cool indeed.
He's good with this stuff, Shasi, but sometimes it's the basic things that just leave something to be desired.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty a simple ball for Haswan to be played for Farshad. No. And both sides here just really going for it. A little bit scrappy in the middle of the park. Balestier just trying to play their football in little triangles.
Oh, given away. Sugita took his eye off the ball. Oliveira is chased down by Darren Tay. That's brilliant work.
Yeah, for the second time, Darren Tay defensively, good work.
You said it earlier, Shashi. They're the architects of their potential downfall at the moment. So what, 3 times, 4 times now they've lost possession in key areas. What's going on here?
Well, you've got to ask Peter Deru and the players. But
I'm sure he's wondering what's going on.
Yeah, they're prone to this Balestier side, and that's why they've conceded those goals, and they haven't been defensively solid at the back. And that's why also they're pretty entertaining. You know, they score loads of goals and they concede as well.
Yes, Harith Kanadi.
74 to be exact this season.
Yeah, they are the most entertaining side to watch because they've got the most goals either scored for or against in the league. More than 140 to be exact. Sure done. Coolly done. The connects there, the crowd enjoying that one. Harith Kanadi's been tidy there. Touch on from Tanaka doesn't work out. Najib Tarif will get there first. Well, Sugita's got a bit of pocket of space here now. Fase. They should be able to take it from here. And it's Abdul Haris. Fukushiro, it was going to roll it in for the likes of Tanaka and Sugita.
At the moment, that final ball, especially from wide areas, not good enough for Balestier. Just trying to pick out that perfect pass. Oh, that's a good ball.
Oh, delightful ball from Alan Koza up to Darren Tay on the right-hand side here for Balestier Khalsa. Now Fukushiro. Oh, what a ball! Just in front of Kodai Tanaka.
Oh, that's a good ball. 2 good balls actually. One from Alan Koza and then this one from Fukushiro. Knew exactly where Tanaka would be running to. Made that run to the far, near post area. That's going to be a good battle, Darren Tay and Oliveira on that right-hand side of the Balestier's defense.
Muminovic. That's a bit of a wild ball. Jared Gallagher's intercepts. I think he might have had a bit of contact there with Wamataki. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, I think there was a coming together.
Oh, it was Farshad. Oh, wow. It's a yellow card, isn't it?
It's a weird one from Farshad. I don't think he...
Back to Hafiz here. Sherdeng Trying to have a cute little touch on Fukushiro, and then he just comes together with Abdul Haris.
Yeah, Abdul Haris being just strong, just standing his ground. Fukushiro just trying to be clever there.
Now Sugita's got a little pocket of space here. Finds Fase instead. Fase's done well. Fukushiro. Now Alan Khalsa back in possession again. This is better from Balestier Khalsa. Trying to just turn the screw here on their opponents. Gallagher on the right-hand side. We have got a score update for you in just a short while, as that will get all the way to Jaime Nyaring. Our other match at the moment, Jalan versus Albirex, and it's Albirex who have opened the scoring through their forward Shingo Nakano. It's 1-0 there. Remember, Jalan in third spot at the moment, and a lot of people wondering whether in the last couple of games we will see Tomoyuki Doi hit the 50-goal mark, which would be something absolutely incredible if he can. Gama's ball up to Yura Indraputra. Sherdeng gets there first. Touch on by Harith Kanadi. Oh, that was not great, was it, from Fashad Noor, right through the back there of Jared Gallagher. Picks himself up. I guess the referee thought, just carry on.
Yeah, just played the advantage there. And at the moment, Fashad Noor is really is a hatchet man at the moment. He's taken down the referee. He's taken down Jared Gallagher.
Oh, he's done well here, Fase. Can he deliver the ball? He can! Oh, that's a miss and a half from Sugita. I completely made a hash of that shot, as did Jared Gallagher. My goodness. There's also a yellow card now. That's earlier on, Fashad Noor. No arguments from him.
Yeah, that's good refereeing, isn't it? You know, just let the play go on, and oh, that's great play from Fase. Nutmeg, and then he goes past Aswan like he wasn't there. And this one, yeah. Sugita, that's a miss.
Well, at the moment, most of the action is up the other end. Sun finally going down. It's just starting to cool off as well in here. Gallagher to Harith Kanadi, looks to go down the line. And Yurendra Putra has to put that out of play. Oh, he's done well here, Sugita. Oh, what is going on here? The shooting boots of Balestier Khalsa. This time it's Fukushiro. That's certainly not a ball meant for Kodai Tanaka, who wasn't expecting that. That's another chance.
And again, another good play here from Sugita. Gets the better of the skipper, Aswan. He just totally miskicks that one. And I got to tell you, Tanaka was onside because Muminovic was on the line.
I guess all he could do, Shasi, was just to stick his leg out and hope. But was it a little too easy here for Sugita?
Yeah, I think so. You know, he just got the better of the skipper, Aswan. Not for the first time. The first time was Fassi, he went past him.
Well, he has had a very good season, I must say. Every time we have seen DPMM, he's normally the centre of things. Here is Fassi accelerating, has taken heavier touch there, too heavy a touch.
Yeah, Fasha, no, he's got to be careful. He's already been yellow carded, and he went through Jared Gallagher again just now. Unfairly.
Do you think he's a bit off the pace? Because he's been in and out of the side, hasn't he? He's
I think so.
Maybe quite not at full fitness. Cutting inside, Gabriel Gama. It's a great ball in, off the post. A low diving header from Ikonieks from a very difficult angle. He did well there.
Yeah, and how things can change, you know, just like that. It's 0-0. Balestier could have scored a couple, and then they nearly conceded one there. And I thought again it was too easy down this side. Harith Kanadi just getting beaten like he wasn't there. Unlucky.
I tell you what, this is a really good game of football to watch for the neutrals. Well, have a look at the...
Oh, unlucky. And I think Darren Tate did his best there. He just couldn't really do anything about that on the stretch. It should have been 1-0 there. Great play from Gama. Just take a look at that, the way he went past Harith Kanadi. It's not good defending.
Back to Hafiz. It could be something like 3-3 at the moment, the way this is panning out. Darren Tate, sweeping ball in, really good ball. Well, they looked across the referee. It's offside, is it?
Yeah, it is.
That's a very long pause, a dramatic pause there from the assistant.
But what a ball that was.
What a ball.
It's a brilliant ball. Tanaka puts his hand up for missing and for being in an offside position, because this was superb, wasn't it?
Well, it's not offside.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Tanaka didn't take his chance. But this was a great ball in. Look at that. Inch perfect. And probably that lunge from Muminovic puts him off.
I think he's probably wishing it was offside. But Shashi, some of these have been really good opportunities that just not quite made it in.
They're just not sharp enough in front of goal at the moment. Nicely done from Koza.
Fassi taken out by Yurendra Putran. We know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, just blatant, wasn't it? Fassi, too good for him, too strong. Knew exactly what Indra Putra was, or where he was going. He just had to touch the ball inside, and definitely a foul, definitely a yellow card as well.
Oh, he was given a bit of space there, wasn't he, Fukushiro? His shot's deflected out for a corner.
Yeah, again, well played. This time through the middle, Fukushiro. And at the moment, Balestier They're doing ever so well from everywhere they're attacking. From the middle, they're good. From the wide areas as well, they're putting in some good crosses. So now it's just about taking them chances. And this was a good ball through the lines. Excellent first touch. See how disappointed he was. This was a great ball in from Khalsa. Spotted Fukushiro in that pocket.
Out wide to Alan Khalsa. Oh, header in from Deng, and well, he couldn't quite get to it there, Fassi. Oliveira, that is delightful. Flag has stayed down. Gama takes the shot.
Yeah, this was the ball that was played in. Deng just making a nuisance of himself together with his partner, Amadou Mohana. Both defenders in there. Probably a slight push in there as well from Deng.
It's taken short. Gama. Whipped in but away by Harith Kanadi, and Fukushiro looking to put some pressure on Abdul Haris here. Oh, he's just about got away with that one. That's poor from Najib Tarif.
Yeah, Balestier definitely looked the better side at the moment. They're playing the better football as well. But still doesn't matter. You got to take your chances. At this level, you get punished if you don't.
Madu Mohana. Oh, I could see what the idea was.
Yeah, I think there was a slip by Tanaka. Yeah,
Tanaka.
Nicely done actually.
Fashano has one. Lofts the ball over for the Connects. Hafiz will get there first. Shifting the ball very quickly up towards Fassi. He's got Harith on the outside. Now, will that be a corner? No, it's going to be a goal kick.
No, I think
Poor touch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Harith Kanadi was just hoping that there was a touch in that, trying to play it off a defender. But at the moment, I think it's in midfield where they're just playing it through the lines where Alan Khalsa is free, Sugita is free. So DPMM got to stop that from happening. Good challenge from Harith there. Wins a side A throw-in.
Namo Minovic. Trying to just turn his man there, Kodai Tanaka. They've played at a very, very good pace here. Just wonder whether, and this humidity, feels like it might even rain. It's just got that odd feeling about it, but can they sustain this both sides?
Well, I hope so, because it was humid and hot, and now it's getting cooler, so we
cooler.
hope that the tempo goes up again.
Darren Tate on the right-hand side. Now Khalsa. Oh, just trying to thread that through. That was tight for Sugita. Najib Tarif clears up to Ikonieks. Here's Fashad Noor for DPMM. As one, Ali looks up to his right-hand side. Gabriel Gama, it's a heavy touch from him. Gama up against Harith Kanadi, he's done well. And it's the opening goal. Well worked. Gabriel Gama supplying Davis Ikonieks. And perhaps you might argue, slightly against the run of play, it is DPMM who have the lead here.
Yeah, you can say it's against the run of play, but I said this before, it doesn't matter. You got to get that goal, especially when you're on the up in terms of creating chances, and they did that, Balestier, but this one is so easy, and it's not for the first time, isn't it? Harith Kanadi got beaten by Gama. This is really poor defending. You know, he just sticks out his left foot, a lazy one as well, and look at this, it's too easy, and a cutback was brilliant, and it's a simple finish in the end from Ikonieks. Superb from Gama. Ikonieks with his 10th league goal of the season.
Goal for Brunei DPMM, number 18, Davis Ikonieks.
Well, that is a bit of a blow here for Balestier Khalsa after looks to be a very good period. But as Shansi mentioned, you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. Some poor finishing has really let them down here, actually.
DPMM, we talk about their good form. They've only conceded 4 goals in the last 6 games, so that tells you a lot as well about them and their form.
You can see what Fikushiro was doing, shifting the ball, waiting to take the shot. Harith Kanadi, decent ball in. Oh, what a header! Kodai Tanaka, the flag has gone out. He's wagging his finger at the official, and we will have a few looks at this to decide who was right. It's a great ball, great header.
Yeah, it's a very good ball from Harith Kanadi, and Tanaka at the far post. It was a good header as well. You know, you needed to have that power in the header to beat the goalkeeper, especially from a looping ball like that. It looks on.
Oh, it could be on, you know. Or
But
was that leg?
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult from here as well. But what a header! Superb header. You can't tell from there, obviously. But that's a great header, wasn't it? So much of power in that, and the direction as well. It's not an easy one to take, especially when the ball is coming to you like that. He had to generate the power on his own. But it's going to be a close one. It could go either way. We have to take a look at this again. And this could mean...
What's your gut reaction to this?
Oh, this is... Let's take a look at this again.
We're not exactly level from this angle, are we? Not quite. But you see that right leg? What do you think?
But you can also say Minovic's right leg as well.
Yeah.
You know, well, if you're looking at that angle, then it's a goal. You know, and you can also tell why in open play as well. The referee or the assistant referee gave it as an offside.
Yeah, well, it has been given. I tell you what, the happiest person on the pitch outside of Kodai Tanaka is Harith Kanadi.
Yeah.
Who's given the assist, but also, you could argue, was at fault for how the first goal turned out for Brunei DPMM.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, it was a very good ball, but, you know, to generate the power and the accuracy as well, Tanaka was superb in that sense. So it's game on again, and they will feel much better, Balestier. It's better to be on level terms the way they've played the game.
Goal for Besar Khalsa, number 10, Kodai Tanaka.
Well, this, I guess, look, from the neutral point of view, and people watching say, well, that's about right. That's what we want to see. All square again.
Yeah.
Sets everything, puts everything back to level terms. Slips the ball through here. Fase did well. And Minovic puts it out for a corner. Actually, but just going back to that ball, it was a bit difficult as well, the way it was coming at Kodai Tanaka. There's a lot of neck movement involved as well, right? Because you're kind of coming backwards, you're running backwards.
Yeah,
it's a really good header.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. You know, he had to generate the power all on his own because the ball was kind of a looping ball, but although it was a great one.
Yeah.
The accuracy was perfect. But he had to get that power as well as try
going across the keeper as well, right? That's not easy.
Yeah, exactly. And great finish.
Oh, Iconiacs was looking to break. Was that foul then? Aswan, yep. It's been given. Oliveira has actually maybe not been as involved as he might be wanting to.
Yeah, it's not been as sharp, and obviously he was doubtful for this game again as well. So we can understand why. He's probably down with a little bit of a niggling injury.
You mentioned that. You talked about Fashad Noor as well. These are two key players who've not quite been full strength, as it were. Jaime Nyaring. Man down for Balestier Khalsa, but play continues for the moment. Anton Fase rolls it back. Jared Gallagher. It was Fukushiro who had gotten injured. He's back up on his feet. Well, Sugita's done well. Takes the shot. No request for handball, but play will stop. Norikwan, I think, who's gone down. Might have just winded him.
Yeah, I think so. This was the effort.
Oh, couldn't quite see.
Yeah, it's from that range as well. Yeah, I think he hit him in his body there, the Norikwan.
to hit the 40-minute mark. It really has flown by. Now Sugita. Here's Darante. Oh, and the keeper has done just enough there. Jaime Nyarin looked like it might have just escaped him. Is that a foul there on Harith Kanadi by Yuratendra Putra, who, by the way, is already on a yellow card? Was that another yellow card for you?
I think this will be another warning, or the last warning rather, for Indra Putra. I think Taki probably doing the right thing at the moment. He will probably tell him that's the last one. To be fair.
Yeah, I think he was trying to pull out, wasn't he?
Yeah, to be fair, he did pull out Harith Kanadi.
Also, maybe telling that not one Balestier player made a big deal about this.
Yeah, he was late.
Surrounding the referee.
Yeah, he was slightly late, and that's it.
So, having seen that, Shashi, you're satisfied that was the right call?
Yeah, I think so.
But he's on a fine line now, right?
Very much so.
So I wonder whether Jamie McAllister at half-time will take Yuratendra Putra off. We have got a free kick just before half-time here, an opportunity for Balestier Khalsa to take the lead. Madhu Mohana! Oh, he's directed that header beautifully. And for the first time in this match, Balestier Khalsa are in front.
Two headers, 2 goals. 2 deliveries from Harith Kanadi as well. 2 assists there. But what a brilliant cushioned header from Madhu Mohana.
Again, this isn't easy. Coming at him.
Well, what made it maybe a little bit easy was there was no one on him, as in, you know. But
that's your biggest complaint, is with the defending.
Yeah, it's terrible defending. But having said that, that was a great finish from Madhu Mohana.
Third goal of the season for Madhu. And it's come at a brilliant time as far as Balestier Khalsa are concerned.
Yeah, probably deserves it as well, you know, in terms of the way they've played, the chances that they've created. Obviously should have had more by now.
You feel it should be like, what, 4-3?
Yeah, maybe.
Just the way it's going. Rashad Noor. I mean, yeah, shoulder to shoulder, that's what Taki, I guess, thinks is the case there, but he has to be careful.
But again, you know, that's how he plays the game. So again, you know, you can't try to stop or curb him from doing that.
That's true. That's a fair point. That comes off Mumidovic.
Fasela just does enough to keep the ball in play, and it's a corner.
He's kind of running them ragged, isn't he?
Yeah, at the moment, you know,
left-hand side.
Every single time he gets the ball.
And Shas, now, of course, with Yuratendra Putra on that yellow card.
Oh, yes.
So you're going to really tease him and make life torrid for him. So I really do wonder whether Jamie McAllister will take that into account at the break.
Yeah, he should be doing that anyway, Fase. You know, just run, be direct, try to go past him on the outside as well as on the inside.
Madhu! Oh, that comes up. Ooh, I thought that came off Mumidovic.
Nah, I think he came off Fase. Double deflection there. No complaints from Fase as well.
They're not really handling these set pieces particularly well, are they, Brunei?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, they've got to do better.
Oh, we are just having play stop for a second. We have seen a few flashes, by the way, in the distance. We're just keeping an eye, of course, on the LWS, the lightning warning system.
Yeah, we probably jinxed it by saying it was hot, humid, and everything.
I said it might rain as well.
Besides the rain.
So,
so it's your fault.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for this one. But yeah, for now, we are not too far away from half-time. There's the Connie X. Here's Oliveira. Nice touch on from Gama to Oliveira. Now Ikonieks is on the left-hand side for the moment. And that's well done by Madu Mohana, interception.
Yeah, it's a useful ball actually. Good, nicely played down the middle, Gama and Oliveira. Then the ball in was driven in, looking for Azwan, and made that late run into the box.
3 minutes of added time.
Ikonieks lets her run across his body. And Oliveira will not get there. Well, if those stories are to be true, Shasi, and someone like, we're not going to see Oliveira perhaps next season unless one of the local clubs decides to grab hold of it, because he would certainly be someone who could still set the SPL alight.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, obviously the rumours are DPMM leaving the Singapore Premier League for our neighbours.
3 minutes of added time. Does open up other opportunities, of course, if they do leave. And they'll want to leave SPL on a winning note by taking the Singapore Cup. They have a two-legged semi-final to play against Lion City Sailors coming up after Sailors play their ACL 2 final. On the way to apparently well, not apparently, they are still on the way to a treble, perhaps. Here's Fashad Noor. Now Miguel Oliveira up against Darren Tate. Poor ball from him. They just want to manage to play this out now, don't they? Balestier Khalsa until half-time. Just a minute, no risks.
Yeah, I think so. That's the way to go. Just don't push it. Don't try to do anything funny. Don't be taking risk at this moment. But they are going forward now on that right-hand side.
Fukushiro, Fase!
Oh, brilliant!
Fantastic goal. Well worked, Anton Fase slots in. Well, this has gone even better for Balestier Khalsa just before the break. And you might argue, probably about right.
Yeah, just love the controlled finish by Fase. Well worked again. We talk about not taking risks, but this is Balestier. Oh, what a ball that was as well. And you just take a look at Indra Putra. He was just struggling to get in front of Fase. This cut back from Fukushiro. That is a superb controlled finish into the corner. Oh, it's brilliant. They deserve it as well, Balestier.
Well, right on the stroke of half-time, that goal comes. And, that couldn't be any better timed as far as Balestier Khalsa are concerned. It's been a very, very entertaining first half. One in which Balestier Khalsa dominated for large stretches of. Poor finishing at the start of the game let them down, but they've certainly ended it strongly. It was actually Davis Ikonieks who gave DPMM the lead. And soon after that, it was Balestier Khalsa that clicked into gear. Kodai Tanaka with the header. Madu Mohana also with a header. And just before half-time there, right on the stroke of half-time, Anton Fase with a fine, fine finish. Great entertainment, and there's still more to come. We're only at the midway point. It's Balestier Khalsa 3, Brunei DPMM 1. We'll have highlights and analysis up next. Half-time here at Jalan Besar Stadium in the Singapore Premier League match between Balestier Khalsa and Brunei DPMM. It has been raining goals, at least for now, and not much else. Let's go through some of the action here. And it was a bright start to this match. Gama with the early effort there, good save from Hafiz.
Yeah, you know, a couple of mistakes in that first half from Balestier, giving the ball away cheaply, and Hafiz does well here to save them on that occasion. And then again, this one here was...
Do you think he should have done better there?
Yeah, it's a great ball in.
I think
from
it's tough,
Gama.
isn't it, though?
Yeah.
From that angle?
Well, he has to score. He's a striker.
Well, they did indeed get the chance soon after. And this is great work. You felt Harith could have done better there.
Yeah, very much so. You know, his 1v1 defending there has got to be really, really, you know, tough and be strong as well. And he just... It's just square, caught square there. And Gama beats him easily. Just take a look at the way he went for the ball here. Just sticks out his left foot. There you go. But great skill from Gama. And Connex, open goal.
So that was the opening goal. And we said kind of a bit against a run of play. Oof. And then this, soon after, Harith Kanadi made amends within 9 minutes. What a great ball. This was checked by VAR, but he did so well there, didn't he, Kodai Tanaka?
Yeah, exactly. It was nicely clipped into the far corner, but still lots to do for Tanaka. And this ball in, it was a good ball in, but, you know, the effort to put it with so much of power and direction as well, just loops it into the corner. That was a great finish from Tanaka.
Yeah, another goal for Kodai Tanaka, and as we said, just takes a lot of skill for him to do that. And that turned into 2 goals. Madu Mahana, what a great header that one as well.
Exactly.
But you pointed out, where was the defending?
Nah, it was a great finish, but it's an open header, as in no one close to him at all. Everyone went to sleep. But I have to say, that's a great header. Just cushioned it into the far corner. No chance.
I like how Najib Tarif is in front of Madu Mahana and then clutches his head. Oh, I can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
Ball slipped through. Here's Fukushiro. And then, what a finish this is as well.
Yeah, just things got better and better as the half went on, and this was just before half-time. And this time, it was on that right-hand side. And I think Farse, who's done very well in this first half, what a brilliant controlled finish into the far corner.
And actually, when you look at the balance of play, fully deserved for you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think they had the better of the chances. They dominated the midfield, especially in the middle, and very dangerous through the flanks.
So let's have a look at the stats. I mean, it looks tight, and we said, look, it was a lot of entertainment. And for you, the scoreline reflects what we've seen on the pitch?
Yeah, I think so. You know, yeah, you're right. You know, this could look really deceiving, you know, in terms of the stats. But they're leading 3-1 because they've played the better football. They're dominating in the middle of the park. And out wide, they looked really, really dangerous every time Fukushiro and Farse went forward.
So there's another match going on right now, and that is at our Tampines hub. Geylang International are playing Albrechts Nigata. And Shingo Nakano gets the goal. Wow, that's a great finish from him. We know he's capable of that. He rifles that into the roof of the net.
Yeah, it was a great finish, wasn't it? Good work in from Take as well. This was brilliant. right in the top corner.
So that's how things stand. Match week 33. Remember, just a reminder, Lion City Sailors are our 2024-25 champions from last night's result. We're going to take a short break. When we return, hopefully, we get that second half underway on schedule. Let's see. So it's half-time here at Jalan Besar Stadium. Balestier Khalsa are very much in control here with a 3-1 lead over their opponents today, Brunei DPMM. And Shasi, I guess no surprises that we have got changes.
Yeah, Absolutely. You know, I think the two players who are coming off or have come off, players who were struggling in that first half in terms of discipline. When I say discipline, it's a yellow card. So they don't want to be risking it in the second half. They're still in the game, 3-1. They can still come back. So they don't want to be risking it in terms of players going off. There you go. Yurainda Putra as well as Farshad Noor coming off. Nasiruddin Ismail, the number 22, comes in. And Shafiq Safiuddin, he will slip into a right back.
What do you make of these then? Is it really the yellow card has played a big part in that, you think?
Yeah, of course. You know, and it's so clear because both players probably had warnings as well.
We also spoke about how effective and how devastating at times it was for Fase going down the left-hand side. It's causing all kinds of issues, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think that should be cause for concern already. And also just a slight change in terms of player personnel, in terms of their formation or positioning, because Oliveira has gone down that right-hand side. And Gama is playing through the middle this time.
Little tweaks there for DPMM. And they were exposed way too often. Sugita, that runs away from him. It's not often that you see the halftime subs at halftime, as in on the stroke of halftime, which is, we got the news almost immediately, didn't we?
Yeah, I think they already know that there's going to be a problem if these two players stay on, because Fase, when he took that goal in the third goal for Balestier, you can already see Yurainda Putra was struggling to get there, and also they didn't really want to make a challenge. Yeah, I think that was the right decision from Taki. A couple of challenges, and player just decided to stay on his feet. Finally, free kick given.
Seeing some lightning not far away. Oh, well, hopefully it doesn't interfere with this match. Certainly, Balestier Khalsa wants to continue. Darante. Out towards Sugita. Good looking ball in. Not sure Tanaka got any kind of contact on it. Still in control here, Balestier Khalsa. Doesn't go back to his keeper, Manu Mohana puts it out to Darante. Some news from our Tampines Hub. We'll update that shortly, perhaps. Cleared away by Jaime Nyaring, who was the far busier of the two goalkeepers. Actually, outside of Hafiz Noor making that one early save and the goal, really didn't have too much to do.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I think apart from that save with his right foot, probably the earlier effort from Oliveira so early on, he didn't really have much to do. It's Hafiz Ahmad, not Hafiz Noor.
Oh yes, Hafiz Ahmad, goodness.
Hafiz Noor is celebrating, enjoying the
and
league
so
title.
He should be. My goodness, apologies to both players. Here's Sherdeng. Do you feel they've also, as the game progressed, they also kind of sorted themselves out defensively, Balestier Khalsa? Or do you think they just weren't tested enough?
I think they're just much better. They're dominating the game.
Iqbal Hussain has equalised for Geylang International. It's 1-1 against Balestier, Albrecht Jakarta, excuse me, at Our Tampines Hub. Gabriel Gama has just ridden up one challenge. Nazruddin cannot get it past Chia Deng. Here's Madhu. Oh, Darren Tate up towards Riku Fukushira. Feels like it's kind of continued where it left off, Shashi, in this first few minutes of the second half.
Yeah, and they look pretty comfortable, Balestier. It's just that sometimes, as you said, and as you alluded to in that first half, they can be architects of their own downfall in terms of giving the ball away, being sloppy, and then getting punished at the other end. So got to be careful as well. Next goal very important as well, and DPMM don't want to be conceding that the next goal.
That goes out of play. Corner here now, Harith Kanadi to take it. Madhu! Oh, what a chance! Kodai Tanaka.
Well, it was a save, I think.
With the shot there.
And they just can't defend here, DPMM. Look at that, that was a brilliant one. Was that a touch?
Oh, did that come off? I think it, yeah, came off the substitute, didn't it?
Nazruddin.
Oh. No, Shafiq.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was goal bound, wasn't it?
Yeah,
otherwise?
I think so. But Madhu does well there to cut it back
but
on the volley.
Shashi, I mean, that's the best they've defended a corner in a while. They've looked very, very vulnerable at dead ball situations.
I don't think that's the best they defended, because they got lucky there. I don't think Shafiq knew anything about it, the deflection that is.
No, I was talking about the second corner there.
Yeah, okay.
But otherwise, yeah, they've looked very, very shaky. Kodai Tanaka.
Great play from Tanaka.
Oh, that was a difficult one there for Alan Koza. I think right now there's just a bit of frustration from Balestier Khalsa, some of the fouls that have been committed. Well, that's an outright shove, isn't it, from Gama?
Yeah, this frustration there, just got in front of him, Jared Gallagher. Another Harith Kanadi delivery. Chia Deng and Madhu Mohana at the far post, as well as Fase. Oh, that's a good ball. Just totally miskicked that one, Fase.
Substitution for Brunei.
So I don't know whether that's a reaction to what he's seeing already, because it's so close to half-time, but we are seeing another change. Abdul Haris is going off Hanif Farhan to replace him. What do you make of this, Shashi?
Yeah, I think it's going to be just a straight one-for-one change. He will just play in the middle of the park. Before Hanif Farhan. Not the biggest of players, but very, very good technically on the ball.
3 changes with less than 55 minutes on the clock. was he had to change something up. Oh, really nicely done by Harith Kanadi. And then that happens.
Yeah, he just played it with his right foot there, and ball just always going away from Sugita.
Not to count our chickens just yet, Shasi, but to beat BG Tampines Rovers and then be very comfortable and leading against one of the informed teams of the SPL. This is really good from Balestier Khalsa, isn't it? This is the great side of Balestier Khalsa.
And that's the great side of Hafiz Ahmad as well. What a ball that was, breaking the lines, and here they go again. Useful ball again from Harith Kanadi. But yeah, you're right. But having said that, it's not really a surprise, because Balestier, they are on a good form as well. You know,
yeah.
So they're putting in a good run of form. The closing stages of the season, very much needed just to solidify their position in fourth, if not third.
So, wild swing of the ball there from Najib Tarif. Out to Anton Fassi.
And of course, DPMM, the season is not over yet. They've got 2 legs of the semi-finals to be played against Lion City Sailors.
That's a good play there. Kora Tanaka is charged down by Muminovic. Garmin now trying to leave a counter. Here's Davis Ikonieks, who scored that opening goal. Seems a long time ago now. Miguel Oliveira falls over as he's sprinting up the field. Anton Fassi looks across at the referee. That challenge that came in from Muminovic. Oh, there was a real mix-up there. Aswan Ali and Nazruddin Ismail.
Yeah, they're lucky that Balestier just slowed the game down a little bit. Just being smart about it. Balestier Khalsa.
Muminovic just under a bit of pressure there. Well, you think there might be just a little bit of urgency when they're 2 goals down. Yaring finally releases the ball. Given the way we know Balestier like to play, they're going in search of more.
Yeah, I don't think they know how to sit back and try to defend lead.
Fassi, he knew exactly what he was going to do. Oh, cross shot from him. I guess knowing is one thing, trying to stop is another.
Yeah, and I think in those situations, you know that he's really dominant on his left-hand side. All they can do is try to force him inside, and you just take a look at the positioning of Shafiq Safruddin, just showing him on the outside, which probably he's better off. There you go, and he's got real pace and power as well. So he's really, really dangerous in those situations.
Oh, Hafiz is Lucky that he had Manu Mohana there. He seemed very casual in the build-up to collecting that ball, which he never did. And it goes up the other end. Here's Fase. He's taking it behind. Fase! Well, end-to-end stuff here at Jalan Besar Stadium. It's a decent save from Jaime Nyaring.
DPMM got a player in the box.
It's Nazaruddin Ismail, who's still down. Well, they're not stopping at the moment. Finally, they put it out of play. Muminovic. What? We've seen both sides of Hafiz now, haven't we?
Yeah, then just clattered into Nazaruddin there. It's a weird way of trying to go for the ball there. He just went for a Schmeichel-esque jump.
Did well there, didn't he? Fase have the ball behind him, and he kind of still managed to.
Yeah, I think he's been outstanding today. Fase just making the goalkeeper work as well.
Yeah, the DPMM bench were quite upset about all that. Well, he's clutching his neck. I mean, it didn't seem like there was any.
Nah, I don't think
anything
so.
untoward from Hafiz, right?
Nah, I don't think so. I think there was probably contact, but not a foul.
I mean, we talk about. Oh, well. Was there a foul? That is what they are looking at. Was there a little trip
again
from Hafiz?
Yeah, we gotta take a look at this again.
This is, I mean, you've got to say, if they're re-looking at this, it does not bode well. I did wonder whether he might have clipped Nazaruddin as he tried to go up and have that rather weird. He stretched.
The only thing is, I don't know why he went up like that.
Yeah.
You know, to try to stop the ball, because the ball was on the ground instead of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take a look at this again. Or was it Darante? I don't know. Nah, it's not a foul.
Is that a foul?
Nah, it's not a foul.
Ah, this might be a good angle.
Nah,
I mean, he does clatter into him after the fact, Shasi.
Nah, to me, it's not a foul because.
Can I ask you that age-old stereotypical cliched question? Would that have been a foul outside of the penalty box?
He's given the penalty.
So it is a penalty. Not really seeing too much argument here.
Yeah.
Actually, not seeing any argument here. Well, he's given away a penalty. That it just seemed very, very casual.
Now, again, in a way, it doesn't matter whether the ball was in possession because there was contact, right? I mean, the ball was. He was never going to get to the ball anyway because Madhu was there on the cover, but there was contact, obviously. And the other thing was, I don't exactly know why Hafiz jumped up like that, because the ball was on the ground.
It wasn't like it was bouncing and then he would try to lift it.
It's a weird one.
He just sometimes does these absolutely mind-boggling things, good and bad.
Yeah.
Davis Ikoniak steps up to...
And to be fair, there were no complaints at all when the penalty was given.
I think they knew. Here we go. That's a very good penalty. No chance whatsoever from Hafiz. And yeah, well, I guess with half an hour to go and just a goal in it, this is perfect as far as the neutrals are concerned.
Yeah, lots of time to go as well, and the way things are going, it could, the next goal could go either way. And this was brilliantly taken from Ikoniaks, the second of the night. 11th of the season.
Goal for Brunei DPMM, number 18, Davis Ikoniaks.
Well, it's game on, and you could argue that DPMM, they just needed a bit of luck there, didn't they? Shafiq with the foul on Harith. That's quick, taken quickly. Well defended by Nasiruddin. It's interesting to see how they set up for a corner DPMM. They bring Ikonieks back and they set Oliveira up towards the halfway line.
It's because of the long throw.
They never know that he could be on the break, right? He's such a... Oh, that's ballooned over from Fukushiro.
Yeah, I think he should have done better, Fukushiro. Shafiq Safiuddin, I don't think he was fast enough to get out. Just take a look at the
distance
header.
on this.
Yeah, and the header, and just take a look at Shafiq Safiuddin. He just took a long time, and it wasn't really...
He wasn't fancying that, was he?
Yeah, for closing down.
Well, they have given themselves a lifeline here. DPMM. That one it's not quite been at his levels that we normally see Azwan Ali today.
Yeah, you know, I don't think most of the midfielders have done justice. Face again gives the ball away.
Nasiruddin. Wide to Gama.
I will not be surprised if Balestier do concede another one the way they're going now, because it's been like that, you know, the season and last season as well. It's been ups and downs in a game itself.
Oh, what a ball that is, Sakurai Tanaka. Oh, there was a great position there.
Yeah, he was trying to do that. He was trying to back heel the ball in for Sugita.
He made a fantastic run. And he was clear through as well. That pass had come to him. Here's Oliveira. Might just start coming alive there. It's a good ball out to Gabriel Gama. Gama. Oh, the goal has been scored by the man we were just talking about. Azwan Ali with the equaliser. Smashes it in. Brilliant play from DPMM, who've dragged themselves right back into this match.
Well, two things I've said. Not surprised if they scored. And take a look at the defending again. From Harith Kanadi. Yes, he did, you know, assist for 2 goals. But this hands behind your backs and then...
Too easy, right, again?
Again, it's not good enough as a defender. And take nothing away from the finish. It's absolutely brilliant finish. First time effort on the half volley, I think, but he hits the bar, and obviously it looks a little bit more impressive when he does that. Oh, brilliant finish.
I just saw a few of the Balestier players look really annoyed with their body language.
Goal for Brunei,
and how 2 goals have come that way.
Azwan Ali Rahman.
Too much on that for Fassi.
Yeah, that's confirmation.
As you say, 4th goal only for him, but Shasi, yeah, we've seen the good and bad sides of some of the players today.
Yeah, the goalkeeper is one, and Harith Kanadi as well. It's listen, I'm not having any of the defending with the hands behind.
So okay, go on, tell us.
Yeah, you can't. It's almost impossible to defend with your hands behind your back. In terms of balance and.
Because you can someone could go right past you quite easily, right?
Exactly, and you need balance to turn. You know, when someone tries to beat you, you need to, you know, shift, and your hands are very important. That's why they are there, hands.
So you would prefer keep your hands as close to you as possible, but still out, rather than
I think it's possible.
Yeah. So when you're coaching, are you actively telling defenders not to do that?
Yeah, And again, you know, you go back to education, and they're watching the Premier League. They're watching
exactly.
every league in the world. The best players do that. The best defenders do that sometimes.
It's almost become a standard thing now, isn't it?
And but it doesn't mean that, you know, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Probably get hammered after this.
Not with hands though. It's put out for a corner from Norikwa. Well, 20 minutes, Shasi, 3-all. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, 20 more minutes, and obviously plus at a time. It's been a good game. You know, in terms of you know, the number of goals that scored, the trills and spills, of course.
Again, and I'm sure, how many times I ever say this to you, the coaches will not be pleased,
of course,
with the 3-all right now, with the nature of some of these goals.
The way things are going as well, Harith Kanadi will probably score from here.
Again, he'll be absolutely desperate to make amends. Well, there's something else now.
There's a check. It's in the penalty box.
Not recall any. The other thing that might still intervene is the weather, so we're just hoping that play can be concluded here with about 20-odd minutes, as you say, plus added time. Lovely touch there from Miguel Olivares. I was going to say, shouldn't have the ball passed over to him. He was offside.
Yeah. Good decision from Azwan Ali that he didn't play to him.
So, Shasi, has the momentum for you shifted to DPMM?
Yeah, it might. You know, I think it has. But again, it's been that kind of a game. You know, it could go either way. And you take a look at Fase's form as well. He's very direct, and he could go past Shafiq again. There you go.
We've seen that script before. Oh, and the shot there from Sugita does come off Najib Tarif. We have a corner.
Well, I'll be surprised if no goals are scored in the next 20-odd minutes.
I do notice this about Fase, that he quite often tires out second halves. He goes a little bit quiet, but it's good to see him there.
Yeah, I think it's the effort that he puts in these spurts, you know, this burst.
Yeah.
Because it takes lots of power, and it's all about the recovery after that. So,
but he has got this amazing acceleration, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, and he's so powerful on his run.
Corner here for Balestier Khalsa. Shedeng's header straight at the keeper. Tell you someone's name we have really not mentioned too much of in the second half is Tanaka.
Yeah.
Just wonder whether he's not really got that kind of service. Also, Shasi, there seems to have been a tweak here, by the way. We'll come back to that. Here's Ikonieks. It appears that Harith Kanadi and Sugita have swapped.
Yeah,
unless they're just going back in now. Maybe they will now just go back into that position. But for a while...
Yeah, I think it was because they were caught...
upfield.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
Not a bad change, though.
Yeah, but Sugita's not a defender, so again, it's going to be a problem, isn't it? Up against the likes of Oliveira and...
I think I have seen him before, but yeah, you're right. That's not his preferred position. Here is Anton Fase. Goes for goal this time. I mean, we've seen what the changes have all come from DPMM. Anyone there you fancy as you see this effort again from Fassi?
Yeah, just got under the ball, nowhere near the goal.
I guess someone who really doesn't get that much game time is Amrud Ashraf.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. You know, I think he deserves a shot as well, you know, in the attacking sense. Probably can come on for one of the midfielders if you are trying to go for goal.
Fresh pair of legs. They've had a midweek game, why not? "15 or so minutes plus some at a time." We have an update for you. It's Yohei Otake who has scored the second goal for Albrechts Niigata. They lead 2-1 now against Jalan International. Looking interesting at the moment. Well, if Balestier Khalsa had won this match, they'd be 5 points behind. Still difficult to overhaul Jalan International. Kura Tanaka. Jaime Nyarin kind of bats it out. Harith.
Farhan completes the clearance, only as far as a throw-in for Balestier.
The other thing, of course, is that Tomoyuki Doi not on the score sheet today.
Yep, surprise, surprise.
3 games, looking to see if he can break the 50-goal mark. You would say that's 2 goals a game. That's well within his reach, but he hasn't been able to do it today. Fukushiro looking to pull the trigger. Oh, and it is wide by, well, taking a deflection, Alan Koza.
Yeah, it's a superb one from Fukushiro. The way he took it down from the crossfield ball. There you go, just on the chest. Just lays it on a plate for Koza. Sparing dive there of a defender just in front of him.
Well, hold on. Now, there's a handball that's being looked at. Oh, he's through here, Oliveira. Keeper, was there a foul? Oh, no doubt in the referee's mind. Jared Gallagher goes into the book. This does not look good. Oliveira is in some pain here, distress.
On the counter, this was a good pass, wasn't it? Brilliant pass. And tried to take it past. Oh, that's a clear foul. And he's got to be checked again as well. You know, it's clear on goal, I think. And the way he went in as well, it's so clear.
I think the way he kicked the ball away, he knew Jared Gallagher what was going to happen next.
It's a lunging challenge as well, and I think that's the right call, a yellow card.
Well, this could be a stunning turnaround.
It's a brilliant counter-attack, wasn't it?
They left themselves really exposed.
And as soon as Darren Take, he's coming across, and as soon as he didn't get to it, and they're always going to be in trouble. And it's a clear one as well, and I think Taki was right on the money there. Well, this could be a hat-trick for Iconiacs.
Well, this would be remarkable, wouldn't it? Iconiacs here, 4-3. What a superb comeback. He doesn't seem so injured now, does he? Miguel Oliveira.
Yeah, he went to the same side and match ball for Iconiacs. And the penalty was never in doubt, really. Very good penalty, right into the corner. Pace and power. And Balestier Khalsa will be so disappointed in which in the way they've let the goals come in for DPMM.
What's gone wrong here, Shashi? What's happened? This game has just swung wildly back and forth, hasn't it?
It's a weird one, isn't it? And again, a goal changes things. And you know, I think that penalty really changed things for DPMM.
For Brunei DPMM, number 19,
the first penalty, that is.
Off one, being replaced by number 13, Hanif Amir.
I also think it's fascinating that the changes at the moment are happening on one side.
Yeah.
And now you would think, Shashi, surely 10 minutes or so to go, that they would be desperate to bring another forward on or something. Do something. It isn't the strongest bench in the world.
Yeah, I'd say put on Amiruddin and take off one of the defensive players, maybe Jared Gallagher.
Go for it, right?
Yeah.
There's also Ignatius Ang, perhaps, is another option. And yet, you know, just the nature of this match, you cannot rule out that there could be more goals in this still.
Yeah, and you can't rule out Balestier scoring the equalizing goal as well.
Yeah.
And even in the second half, they missed chances.
Yeah, they did. You're right. Fasé, that bounces over him. Gama will just smash it away. Oliveira trying to put pressure on Madu Mohana. That's a good enough touch, isn't it? He's done well there. Hanif Amir, who's just come on. Well, now, I was asking whether there would be a bit more urgency from them. They've got their 3 goals. Here's Fukushiro. Somehow gets it out to Sukita. Alan Koza looking for Korai Tanaka. Milovic is there first. Alan Koza. Here's Harith. Strong ball in for Sugita. Aswan Ali clears. Remember, Shashi, when we were talking about maybe half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago, about how this was fantastic of Balestier Khalsa to be leading comfortably against DPMM and having just beaten BG Tampines Rovers. How all of this...
Exactly, and you know, like I said before, a goal can change things, and that penalty, that first penalty that Iconic scored, just shifted it a little bit and gave them more belief at DPMM, and then just got caught.
That one lapse of concentration,
yeah, exactly,
has caused a lot of problems. Naziruddin won't get there. We have another goal, but it's not for Jalan. Shingo Nakano with his second and Albrecht's third.
Yeah, they're just not sharp enough in front of goal there. It's another great work from Fase. And Sugita that time not good enough with his finish.
Oh, he can't quite get there. Kodai Tanaka. And that might be Hanif Hamir put just a bit of pressure on him. It's gone 4-1 now. Amy Reka against his old club. What is happening there?
Yeah, exactly, it's raining goals everywhere. Amazing, isn't it?
My goodness. I mean, it's still a big swing needed here for Gelang to be caught in third spot, especially now with Balestier Khalsa losing. Had they won here today, it would be very interesting. But they should be okay. Here's Madhu. Gallagher. No one gets on the end of it. They're all looking across at him. Yeah, the body language not good at the moment. They don't have much time left either.
Exactly. He's got to go for it, but haven't really showed signs of making any substitutions at the moment.
And I tell you what, there is going to be a sub, mate, but it's going to be DPMM.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Even Ignatius is not on.
He normally gets some game time, doesn't he? Yeah, I'd love to know what the thinking was. Perhaps we can find out post-match. It's not like they're saving themselves for anything else. And in fact, Gama is going to go off. Well, you can understand why DPMM might be... The semi-finals are still quite some time away.
Substitution for Brunei DPMM, number 20, Gabriel Gama, being replaced.
So Gabriel Gama is off.
Yeah, good shift.
Alice Daniel comes on.
He started out wide and then now in the middle of midfield. It's better that they take him off because he looks like he's limping a little bit. And obviously with the semi-finals of the Singapore Cup coming soon, you don't want to be taking any risk on one of the better players.
He is really taking his time now.
It doesn't matter because the goalkeeper is down as well.
Ah, yes. Well, it's in honor of Christian Domovsky, perhaps, that Jaime Naring has gone down. Still receiving treatment, so play will not continue.
Yeah, I think if I was one of the Balestier substitutes, I'd be disappointed in a way.
To not even have that opportunity to run at them. Yeah. You, as in you're saying, what is that message that's kind of being sent out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit of a head scratcher, and it's all. I mean, it's too late now, isn't it? They're going to get a little cameo at best.
The fourth official has indicated
7 minutes though.
7 minutes off added time.
Yeah, good work from Jalan, very strong.
Well, 7 minutes. There's a fair bit of time here. Now, Jalan. It's still 6 minutes of play to go. Opportunities perhaps for Balestier Khalsa to get an equaliser.
Not like that. Another good ball in, but just didn't fall to the right player in terms of hitting ability. Just went to Sugita. Just got under the ball.
Well, we did say they are one of the informed teams in the Singapore Premier League. And they're on the verge of a 7th unbeaten match after a very, very poor run before that.
Yeah, on the way to 5 wins out of 7. Brilliant stuff from DPMM. And let's not forget, they had a 0-0 draw against the Sailors as well in the league a couple of games ago.
That's when it started. Things started getting interesting and tightening up. Now, Madi Mohana. They've got 4.5 minutes to go. Anyway, right now will do. Fukashiro. Hanif is there. Was there a foul? Yep. Now they're going to load everyone into the box. It was Jared Gallagher was brought down. It's not often, Shashi, that you see a game in where not a single change is made. It's quite rare, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, that like you said, it's a weird one.
It's a deep ball in. Fasé heads it straight at the keeper.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Goes out for a corner. Well, they have not defended corners particularly well.
Yeah, this could be the last opportunity. Yeah, good point there, and they have to really push everybody up and try to attack this one.
Well, you say that. I just wonder whether Hafiz fancied getting in there, but he's not. Now he might want to just quickly run back because they are looking up there. Darren is there to pass it back to Hafiz. Fukushiro. Oh, that was a cynical challenge on him from Hanif. Gallagher, now Fukushiro. Darren Tay. Gallagher, they've got to send it in. Madi Mohana can't quite get there. Aswan. Oh, it's a good ball, isn't it? Nazruddin looks up. He needs to deliver a better ball up to Haris Daniel, who's kind of between him and the Cognacs, flitting into that number 9 role. Here's Fasse. None of the crosses are working out. Do stay with us. We have got plenty of goals to show you after this match, and both of these matches we're going to go through.
Yep. So what, 11 goals or something?
12 actually. 7 plus 5. Well, we've got a booking here.
For time wasting.
Yeah. Well, they're on to the final minute now. Harith, touch on. It looks like they may not get that one last opportunity you often see at the end of a match here for Balestier Khalsa, and they're going to look back at this with some regret with the opportunities they've had, Shasi.
Yeah, I think so, and especially in that first half, they missed so many chances before they actually went into the lead. And then in the second half, a couple of chances as well, and it's game over.
Well, this has been an absolute thrilling contest where DPMM took the lead 1-0, slightly against the run of play. Balestier Khalsa rallied and on the stroke of half-time went 3-1 up. And then we had the comeback. A couple of penalties sandwiching another goal. And DPMM have turned this around spectacularly, Shasi Kumar.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think credit to them as well. You know, I think they stuck with it until the end, and although they were losing, they came out in the second half, probably a little bit of tweak with Oliveira just going out on the right-hand side, and it just got a little bit better, but it all turned out for the best for them.
Well, delight all round for DPMM. You can completely understand that. And dejection. I remember Balestier Khalsa doing this to Jalan International, down and then turning around to win 5-4. Now they are on the receiving end. As we said, it's always entertaining with Balestier Khalsa, one end or the other. This sets them up. They are one of the informed teams at the moment. The SPL 5 wins and 2 draws in their last 7. It ends here at Jalan Besar Stadium. Balestier Khalsa 3, Brunei DPMM 4. We will look back at the highlights of this one. Cast your mind back to Gabriel Gama's heavy touch that helped set up this opening goal with some not spectacular defending there from Hanif Kanadi. Davis Cognacs stabs in.
Yeah, great wing play from Gama. You know, obviously not a noted winger, but he does well here. Look at that step over, taking it past Harith Kanadi, cut back as well. Easy finish.
Then Harith Kanadi made amends with this fantastic ball. What a great header that was from Kodai Tanaka. It was checked and eventually given.
Yeah, this was a very good goal. There you go, Taki. Confirming the goal there. It wasn't offside, but it was all about the header. But of course, the delivery was a good one as well. But he had so much to do here. The power on the finish was brilliant. And then Madhu makes it 3-1.
And we thought at this rate, at this stage, the way they were playing, Shashi, that they were well on their way.
Exactly. Sorry, he made it 2-1, and then this goal happened just before halftime. Fase, superb finish right into the corner. And what a finish that was from Fase.
Oh, this was the... I don't know, I'm still scratching my head at this one. I just didn't quite understand what he was trying to do. There was no need to jump.
Yeah,
was he trying to put him off?
Yeah. Again, he just needed to just stay on his ground and stay foot. And he would have saved it, I guess. So there was no complaints, and Econex made it 3-2 at this point.
Well, we thought, okay, well, this could spark something. And boy, it did. What about this for a finish from Azwan Ali?
Oh, brilliant. A superb finish from Azwan. But again, it was that work on that right-hand side. The 1v1. Gama again. Just slight deflection off Deng. And the finish was superb, wasn't it?
This was fantastic. So now, we thought, okay, game on.
Azwan Ali Rahman.
They just, I don't know, Shashi, they kind of just switched off. Look at that. Through ball here. And for you, no doubt about the penalty, the foul by Jared Gallagher.
Absolutely, and that was great work from Hani Farhan, wasn't it? You know, he just went past a man and then had the presence of mind to play it for Oliveira. Toe pokes it past the goalkeeper. Look at that lunging tackle from Jared Gallagher.
Well, up steps Davis Ikoniaks. He makes no mistake. And that was his fantastic hat-trick completed. So just looking back at the statistics on this, again, it just wouldn't look like it, right? Because it was very even at half-time. In fact, you see more from Balestier in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. And again, even in the second half, they missed chances.
Yeah.
The first half was more chances that they missed, but just about taking those chances. And somehow they weren't really sharp in front of goal. You know, good work from Fase and Fukushiro sometimes, but just didn't finish the game off.
We head over to Al Tampines Sub for the other match, Geelong International versus Albrechts Niigata. Geelong currently in third, but they were the ones who struggled in this one. Here's Shingo Nakano. What a finish this is from an acute angle.
Yeah, brilliant finish on the volley. And I think Geelong, although they lost this, they're happy that Balestier lost as well.
Yeah, agreed. Should secure them the spot. They equalised. Geelong International, Iqbal Hussain right after halftime, so perfect as far as Noor Ali would have been concerned.
That was a mistake, wasn't it, from Hassan, the goalkeeper?
Then we had this free kick. Wonderful. Otake with the finish there.
It was a brilliant finish from the free kick. Otake again through.
Ahmad Shahir, no way he's going to get to Shingo Nakano. They looked across, thinking there might be a flag. None forthcoming. He was played onside, wasn't he? Ahmad Shahir.
Yeah, Ahmad Shahir. A good finish.
And we had the last goal here. Just the last few minutes. A wonderful play. Oh, that's a goalkeeping mistake, I'm afraid. That's to compound the errors that they had there. And Geelong International, as you said, Shashi, that now confirms that they will finish third. The results tonight, despite losing, Balestier Khalsa's defeat means with 2 matches to go, they are 8 points clear and cannot be caught up.